screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. Right side, Claypool's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Locates Kamara on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Fields. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Play action. It's Fields. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. This one swung out here to Jones. This defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, these two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
After the sack on first down, Stafford. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first half. And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down. Here's Stafford. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Stafford now to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
To try again after the sack. Stafford got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that way his quarterback took the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Third and long. It's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
McCann's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 5 now. Fields. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a first down throw, Fields. Now quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Fields. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, it's Fields. Touchdown! Chase Claypool. As the first half is winding down, and the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Stafford. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's got room. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he'll look downfield for Waller. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a play faking at Stafford. Open man downfield is Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
32.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Stafford on first down.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Johnson goes in motion left. Six yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
On first down, Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, a 22.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford.
A very quick pass to Ridley. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And does Washington have it? They do.
And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On play action, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Ran it last time, now Fields to throw.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Being chased out left. The left side completion to Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs, and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Stafford. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cedric Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. Now Fields. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Fields. And it's caught. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All eyes on Fields. This is caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.